There's a difference between understanding something and integrating it. And for the past few months, all this year, honestly, I feel like, I've known that I've been tested. And I've known that everything that I was going through, that was being thrown at me, was giving me exactly what I asked for, but it was also testing my faith. And this past week, I finally integrated the thought that there is a difference between a choice and a decision. And when you decide, because a decision implies conviction, you decided. Choice is like, I still have options. If I don't really fuck with that one, I can just come back to this one. I made a choice. Decision is like definite. And I feel like when you decide to walk your path, whoever you call to, doesn't matter. When you decide to walk that path, you're held to a higher standard. Like, genuinely, you're held to a higher standard. And when you know certain things, ignorance is truly bliss. You're giving grace when you're not aware of certain things. And that's why, when we have this sabotaging tendency to compare, a lot of that is that, like, you're seeing people with different circumstances and a different level of awareness, living out things that, you're wanting to experience. And when you know certain things and you're mindful about it before you apply it, like, you are held to a different standard by God because you decided to walk this path. And now that I know that you're aware that we're co-creating this experience together, I need you to show up a certain way because I'm actively utilizing you. I'm actively utilizing you. You're being of service to others simply through your example, whether you realize it or not. And I've been knowing that everything that I've been going through has been a test of my faith. But ignorance was bliss for a while, because I didn't fully integrate that concept. I just kept telling myself, okay, I just got to be more faithful. I have to trust. I have to have more trust with God. Like, I have to just trust that the situation is going to work out regardless. But it's so much deeper than that. Like, that was very much a fake it till you make it, like throw a band-aid on the situation. And there's nothing wrong with, speaking life over your circumstances when you're going through low moments. But when you decide to walk with God, you have to understand that, like, when your faith is tested, it's more than just the circumstances. It's God is testing you on y'all's relationship, like on your knowing of His character. Like, if you know that God is faithful always, always, always has been, always will be, actively still is, and a situation arises that mirrors something in you that you know needs to be addressed, that you've been kind of putting on the back burner, but it's getting louder, and it's getting louder because now you actively know, and you're deciding to put this situation on the back burner, to put it on the back burner and deal with it later, right? God knows that you know. So now I'm testing you, and it's getting louder, and he's making you uncomfortable because I need you to get out of this space. You weren't supposed to settle here. But now you get distraught, like, oh my God, this shit is taking me out. This shit is too heavy. This shit is whatever it is. And God is like, but you just said that you trust me. But you just said that you know all things are working out for your good. You know that I'm a faithful God always and forever. So why are you taking your eyes off me right now? You already know what the truth is. So the faith is deeper than in this moment. It's like when you have a spouse and somebody tells you something about your spouse and you immediately believe what the other person is saying, and your spouse is looking at you like, I thought you knew me better than that. I thought we were better than that. I thought we were locked in deeper than that. You know me, you know my heart. Why do you doubt me? When your faith is being tested, God is testing the strength of y'all's relationship simultaneously. Like the depth, the authenticity of y'all's relationship. Like, is this one of those things where you lock in with me just so, so you can get by, so things can be copacetic until you back on your feet? Or are we locked in? Do you know me? In those silent moments when things just aren't going the way that you want them to go, when you feel like life is on pause, when you're trying to put effort towards things that you want to work and you can feel that resistance because you just having to work harder and harder to bring it to fruition, that's your faith being trusted. Because God, when you effort towards something and don't allow it to just, how do I say this? Because effort by itself is not a bad thing, but when you're using it in place of your faith, it's counterproductive. It makes life harder for you because you efforting is you saying that I don't trust God to do this on his own for me. So I'm going to effort to do it for myself. And when you decide to walk this path, you are deciding to surrender your will for God's. So why do you think that you know better than God? I finally realized and integrated that these waiting seasons, these winter seasons, these pauses, these slowdowns in my life are God trying to get closer to me. It's God really trying to solidify our relationship and strengthen my faith, because love and faith is at the basis of that relationship. You have to trust me. I need you to trust me for this to work, because you can only co-create if you genuinely allow God to lead. Be still and know that I am God.